Okay, we're back with turn 37. What are we looking to see this turn? Well, we're gunning more buddies up here. We'll see if these guys down here recover. And we've got a few bodies, a bit more activity in the village. We're hoping to really, or I'm hoping to adjust the 75 mils that I've got coming in to drop a bit further back in the village and give a lot of breathing room for my guys to build themselves up a little bit of a you know, some breathing space over here, so you know they're not going to get artied by my own artillery. I just realised I forgot to give orders to the two MG teams here, so they're just going to sit in the truck all day, which is a bit crap, but you know, we all make mistakes. There's more mortars dropping around the farm down here, so we'll see what goes on with that. And then I think at the end of this one, because I'm not expecting that much to happen, we might dip into the actual quick battle thing and see if we can't reconstruct General's order of battle a little bit, because we know he's got quite a few tanks and things, so we might have a kind of like perspective look at what he might have hanging around. So what we're going to do is, oh, and of course the Fokker Wolf is circling around. It's still got some ammo left. We'll see what it shoots up. So what we're going to do is, and I'm totally out of sync with this now. This AT gun over here, much suffering strafed vehicle over here, gun, has eyes on that Sherman there. And what we'll do is we'll see, because it's aiming, we'll see if it can't knock it out. Which should be nice, because this Panther over on this side has been continually refusing to engage anything. Just gets into a targeting loop, which is pretty annoying. So we're going to press go, and we're going to see what we get. That sounds like, yeah, that's something getting strafed down there. That sounded like the adjustment coming through for the arty. And more mortars down there. And ooh, Jen's counter-attacking here by the looks of it, or he's doing something. But you know, if he wants to run into some 42s, that's cool. He can do that for me. Can't tell if the AT gun's done anything. And looks like more spotting rounds around here. What's that shooting at? Can't. Oh, something down here. Behave yourself, camera. Ah, yeah, there's some infantry down here is shooting up. That's excellent. Right, so let's check what we got going on over on the right, as usual, first. There wasn't anything spectacularly interesting, I don't think. We did spot some, yeah, we spotted a Vickers team over here, which is still shooting at the lone guy over there. And that's getting a bit of 42 fire heading its way. Few more spots down at the bottom. Yeah, more spotting rounds, so might be a good time to start feeding some men back from there. Yeah. And then what's happening in the village? So we've got some 42 fire going out in general. this poor guy here, or guys in fact, are moving up. In fact, there is quite a lot of them, isn't there? They're not having a fun time though. But one of them's getting some fire back out. Yep, good plan guys. Find somewhere else to be. Back to Blighty. That's a Vickers team, so that's interesting. I feel like we should mortar that Vickers team. Well, it might be changing its mind about what it should be doing right now. Let's just quickly run through that, see if I missed anything while I was... Yeah, so that's where we have the most number of, the highest number of spotting contacts. That looks like a Bren team, so that might be like a rifle section. You know, we've got the four runners up there, and then the Bren team at the back, and then there's a Vickers in the mix as well, and we've also got this Bren gunner. Did this guy have a Bren? I can't remember. Yes, he did. It's that down here that we're casually shooting up. So yeah, Jen is definitely in the village. That's so what kind of shell was that? I don't remember telling anybody to water stuff. Or was it one of the 75 mils? No, that's a mortar round. Where the hell did you come from? You can't. No way you can see. You can't see. You're not aiming or anything. Where the... I'm not going to argue. I'm getting magical mortar shells appearing. Let's see. So we can't backplot it. So it came from this kind of direction. It's gotta be that one. Okay, so you start off with 2. And you don't fire any. You start off with, it's you did it. Yeah. Wondering why I was just getting like randomly spawning mortar bombs or something bizarre. So he gutted it, landed that close to the old Vickers gunner there and didn't kill him. But they have a pretty chunky crew, about 4 or 5 people, so hopefully we nailed some people. You guys at the end are going. I don't think these guys can actually get the 42 to bear. Are we ever firing? He's aiming. Waiting. Spotting. Aiming. Waiting. Yeah, we need to relocate that. Oh, hang on. Yeah, that's why. Oh, we can see. We can't see a lot, though. I feel like we should move him up. And, stash him in cover behind the bridge. That might be worth doing. And then finally, let's just check the left. Did anything interesting happen? Something blew up there, didn't it? Was that the 80? Oh, it was doing things. That's excellent. Let's see, where does that shot go? It was a good shot. It just hit a tree. We'll get there eventually. We're still hitting a tree. Now we've destroyed this tree that's close, and we're waiting for the tree that's further... Now we're hitting a tree further back. God. We didn't kill it, did we? So... Now we've hit the close tree. Oh, God. We're going to run out of ammo at this rate. We better keep going. We'll hit it eventually, and it's not like we can do much else with that AT gun. Yeah, okay, so let's have a think. What do we need to do? Pull some of these guys back. That's what we need to do. Some of them are getting fairly suppressed anyway. Is Jen moving more buddies up here? It's hard to tell. Can he actually get out of this field into the next field over? Yes, but only down this end, which he probably would have done by now if he was going to do it. He's suppressed again. Yeah. Oh no, that was at the start. Oh, it was at the end, wasn't it? Yeah, so let's quickly pull these guys back, and we'll stash them in the, or towards the back of the orchard here. Now you guys can stay there because you are shooting away. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ugh. Double clicked on the Panzerschreck team there. Which basically tells it to select the whole platoon. You don't want everybody to move, just a few people. Oh, I've still got bodies moving up here. Let's move up. You guys can set up there. How well can you guys see across there? Oh, you can see bits and bobs, that's good. Are you guys gonna be... Yeah, you guys should be out of sight. Excellent. That's what we want. So if we can't get a whole platoon up, then we'll be in a position, I think, to make a reasonable kind of push. The slightly knackered Panzer Grenadiers can hang on for a little bit. See if we can't sneak you guys up down this side. At least find out what Jen's got down there. You know, just go forward and die. but die in a way that I learned something. Let's see, has that adjusted? It's adjusting, so they got the message out. It should take about a minute. Okay. How much ammo has the fucker wolf got? Not a lot. So those remaining 65 rounds are probably in the air right now. And hang on a second. Everybody in there is dead. When did that happen? Bloody well missed that. Oh, I'm gonna have to load this turnip back again and see what happens to them balls. But yeah. Oh, we're gonna press go in a minute. Yeah. That's about it. I'll hop into the quick battle stream in a second because I need to like actually write down what Jen's got out here so I don't forget. I will just give you some more orders to get yourselves a bit further up. We'll just kind of like pepper pot our way down there. Can't see very much. Let's try and move you up there so you can see down that gap. Oh, excellent. Oh yeah, yeah, we'll have some of that. Very nice. Maybe put a few HE rounds in down here. Come on. Yeah, and there's not even any trees in the way there that it might interfere with. Don't want any HE shells going off at like airburst height next to me bloody infantry. And yeah, let's shuffle you guys. I am angling to attack down here at some point as well on the left. So let's move you guys forward. And we'll try and... These guys here are sitting here and they're alive, which is great. So what we'll try and do is we'll move up an MG team. Ideally what I'd want to do is attack across this field here as far left as I can, to try and avoid these two Shermans here. Of course, General has like a couple of lines of defence here, so you'll have bodies in this hedgerow, in this tree line, in this tree line, and then in the woods. So, yeah, lines on lines of Tommies. So we're going to have to put in a significantly sized attack on it to get it to work. But, you know, we'll see how many of his Tommies we can sucker into the village first. Not that I think he's... it's hard to tell if he's actually reacting to this or I'm just kind of like fighting his outskirts still. It's seriously difficult to tell. But either way, we're expecting to get artied down there, so... See if we can't get you guys down there onto there. Right, so I'm going to quickly stop it, or stop recording, send the turn off, and then we'll have a look in the quick battle screen and see what Jen has hanging around. Just kind of a guesstimate. Okay, so we're back in the quick battle screen with 7,140 points, which is huge battle kind of points values, and I still maintain that Jen's probably built his entire force around an infantry battalion, which he can afford. And then let's see what happens when we whack in a realistic amount of single vehicles. So we're thinking Sherman 5s. Yeah, we've seen 7 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a rhino. One with a rhino, 2 fireflies, and an Achilles. Where's the Achilles? There's the Achilles. Then we have some odds and ends, and then we've got the air power and the artillery to fit in. So, there's my Typhoon, 1, 2, 3. And we definitely need a forward observer. You can't see that because you're in single vehicles. Them. So yeah, we could have an awful lot of infantry out there. I reckon this is a a reasonable. Got the carrier platoon that you can use. But yeah, so that seems like a kind of reasonable guesstimate of what Jen's got. We haven't included any artillery, have we? That's, troops, yeah. You start factoring in some artillery and some TRPs and things, then yeah, we're definitely getting somewhere towards what we think General might have. So how much infantry have we engaged? Not a lot. So you could have, oodles and oodles of Tommies in reserve that we just haven't encountered yet. So yeah, it might look like you're starting to get somewhere, but I reckon Jen's got an awful lot squirreled away back there. But, yeah, that's an interesting little take on that. Tagged on the end. Yeah, we'll see what happens in the next turn.